Hello students, it's another important topic of class 10th mathematics is arithmetic progression. So you have done your NCERT and you know all about arithmetic progression. It's mth term and how to get the mth term of an AP and how to get sum of an AP. So these are some important questions other than NCERT. So the first question is, if the mth term of an AP is 1 by n and mth term is 1 by n and nth term is 1 by m, then show that its mnth term is 1. So you have to prove that its mnth term is 1. This you have to prove. Now, two terms are given, mth term and nth term, right? You know what is the formula of nth term? Nth term of an AP is a plus n minus 1d. You know the formula, right? This is the general formula of nth term. General formula. Mth term, so instead of n you have to put m. This will be a plus, instead of n you have to put m minus 1 upon d equals to, what is this? 1 by n, right? And its nth term is a plus n minus 1d equals to, what is that? This is 1 by m. Now you have two equations, you have two linear equations. You know how to solve the linear equations? You have the variables, you have to find a and d. So how will you solve it? Yes, by subtracting. Plus become minus, and this plus becomes minus here, right? So it got cancelled, d common, so you are left with m minus 1. The minus is here, you will change the sign. This is m minus 1 minus n minus 1. Sorry, this is n minus 1d. This is n minus 1, so this becomes n plus 1. 1 upon n minus 1 upon m. So it's 1 got cancelled, so you are left with d m minus n, and you will take the LCM here. M is the LCM, and this becomes m minus n. So m minus n got cancelled. So what is the value of d? D is now 1 by mn. So you got value of d. So you got the value of one variable. Now how to get the value of other variable? What is the variable? A is the other variable. How will you get it? Just put the value of d in this equation, right? So this is suppose equation 1, this is equation 2. Then put the value of d in equation 1. What is d? A plus m minus 1d. What is d? D is 1 by mn equals to 1 by n. Now this becomes m upon this minus 1 upon mn equals to 1 by n. So its m got cancelled, so you are left with a plus 1 upon n minus mn equals to 1 by n. Now your mn is got cancelled, so your a is 1 by mn. You got a value of a also. Now what do you have to find out? You have to find the value. You have to prove that mnth term is 1. Now what is a mn? Again put the value here. A plus, what is n? N is mn minus 1 d, right? Now what is a? You have the value of a, that is 1 by mn plus mn minus 1 into d. What is the value of d? You have the value of d, that is 1 by mn. On simplification, it gives you 1 by mn plus mn by mn, this into this, minus 1 by mn. It got cancelled. mn is 1, so you got 1. So a mn is 1. You got the value of a mn is 1. Same you have to prove here. The question is, if m times the mth term of an AP is equal to n times its nth term, show that m plus nth term of the AP is 0. M plus nth term means a m plus n equals to 0. This you have to prove. M times of am equals to n times of am. This is given to you, right? So m times of mth term, what is that? A plus m minus 1 into d. N times of nth term, what is that? A plus n minus 1 into d. Now you will multiply it by the terms am, then this is m square d minus md, that is equals to an plus n square d minus nd. Now by transposition and rearranging, you got am, this is am minus an, this is m square d minus n square d, this is minus md plus nd equals to 0. Now what is common? A common, this is m minus n plus d common, m square minus n square, right? What is common here? Minus d, so we are left with m minus n equals to 0. The factor of m square minus n square is m plus n, m minus n. So m minus n, m minus n, m minus n. You can take m minus n common. You have taken it common, so you are left with a plus d, and this m plus n minus d equals to 0, and this minus m minus n, this becomes what? 0, right? So because m cannot be equals to n, so this is not possible. Now we are left with this a plus d m plus n minus 1. You know what is amn? What is the value of a m plus n? This will be a plus m plus n minus 1 d. This is the value of a m plus n, and this is same, see? So therefore a m plus n equals to 0. The same you have to prove. This is 0. If 2x, x plus 10 and 3x plus 2 are in AP, find the value of x. This is another very important question. So suppose we have three terms, a, this is b, and this is c. So there is a property of an AP. If three terms are in AP, then what is that? 2b equals to a plus c. You know that? See, like you show the example, like 2, 4, 6. You know they are in AP because they have the same common difference. So twice of 4, what is that? 8. So this is b. Twice of 4, that is 8, and that is equal to sum of 2 plus 6. So you got the property. If three terms are in AP, then twice of the middle term equals to sum of the first and the third term, right? So 2b equals to a plus c. Now what is b here? X plus 10. So 2x plus 10 equals to a plus c. What is a? 2x. What is c? 3x plus 2, right? So this becomes 2x plus 20 equals to 2x plus 3x, that is 5x plus 2, right? So this becomes 2 comes here, this is 18, and this goes here, this becomes 3x. So what is the value of x? This is 6. So this is very important question. It's a one marker basically. The sum of three numbers in AP is minus 3 and their product is 8. Find the numbers. See, if you have to consider three numbers in AP, so those three numbers will be a minus d, a plus d. This is the case if the sum is given. Otherwise you can have the three numbers in AP. They can be a plus d, a plus 2d. That is also right? But if you have to consider three numbers and their sum is given in any problem sum, so will consider these three numbers. You know why? Because their sum is given, a minus d, a plus d. What is that? What is their sum? This is minus 3. So now why we have chosen these three numbers? Because the d will get cancelled. A, this will be 3a equals to minus 3, then a will be minus 1. Now what else is given to you? You are given with product. What is that? That is 8. Now what is the product? Product of three numbers, a minus d, a plus d. We have one variable, right? So a minus d and a plus b, this becomes a square minus d square into a, that is 8. What is the value of a? Minus 1. So now minus 1 is square minus d square, this is minus 1, equals to 8. Alright, so on simplification this, you got d square equals to 9. So d will be plus minus 3. It is, or you can say this is 3 and minus 3. So the question is, which values satisfy the question? Both the values will satisfy, because d can be positive as well as negative. So we will get two pairs of three numbers, right? So if we take these three, what is a? A is minus 1. The numbers will be, in that case the numbers will be minus 4, minus 1 and 2. And if d is minus 3, the numbers will be 2, and definitely a is same, minus 1, 2, minus 1 and minus 4. So this was the case if the sum of three numbers in AP is given to you. Now the question is, if you are given the sum of four numbers, in that case which number you will consider? In that case your numbers will be, the four numbers will be a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. Why that? Because the sum is given, and if the sum is given, if you add these numbers, a minus d, a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d, a minus 3d plus 3d minus d and plus d got cancelled. So in that case you will also get the value of a, like you got here. The condition will be there, like if the product is given, or in some questions the sum of whose square is given, so you can put the value of a and you can substitute it there. The same way you will get the value of d and you will get the numbers. So for three numbers it's a minus d, a plus d, and for four numbers it is a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. Now these are another important question based on sum of an AP. In AP the sum of first n terms is 3n square plus 2 plus 5n upon 2. This is the general term of the sum. This is given to you. So you have to find its 25th term, right? So what is given to you? Sn is given to you. This is 3n square upon 2 plus 5n upon 2. This is given to you. Okay, this is very important question. S1, what is the meaning of S1? S1 means sum of one term, and the sum of one term will be same as the first term. Yes, it will be same as the first term. So instead of n we will put 1 here. Now solving, taking LCM and simplifying it, we will get 3 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2, that will be 8 upon 2. This is what? This is 4, right? So you got sum of first term, or you can say the first term, right? What is the meaning of S2? This is the case when n is 1. This is the case when n is 2. S2, on putting 2 here, what is the meaning of S2? It's the meaning of sum of first two terms, that is A1 plus A2. Now this becomes, instead of n, I am putting 2 here, plus 5 into 2 upon 2. So this becomes 2 square 4 into 3, 12 upon 2 plus 10 upon 2, right? So this becomes your, comes 22 upon 2, that is 11. What is this 11? This 11 is A1 plus A2. You know, we have the value of A1. What is that? 4. You can put this 4 here. So this becomes 4 plus A2. And this is what? This is 11. So your A2 will be 11 minus 4. That is 7. Now you got A2. So you have to find 25th term. What does it mean? You have to find A plus n minus 1. That is 25 minus 1. That is 24D. So you need A, you need D. What is this A? This is the first term. You already have this term. What is that? 4. You have this. You don't have D. So now you have to find the value of D. You know how to find D? Common difference. This is the difference of second term minus first term. A2 minus A1. What is A2? 7. What is A1? That is, first term is 4. Now D is 3. You got 3. Now we have to find A25. That is A plus 24D. What is A? First term. What is that? 4 plus 24 into D. What is that? 3. So this is 74 plus 72. Sorry, 72 plus 4, that is 76. So this is your 25th term which you have to find out. If the mth term of an AP is 1 by n, so mth term is 1 by n, and its nth term, sorry, this is nth term. Nth term is 1 by m. Show that the sum of mnth term is half mn plus 1. So let us start with this thing, sum of mn term. You know mn, you know what is the formula of Sn? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. This is mn. So the formula will be, instead of n we will put mn by 2, 2a plus n, what that is mn minus 1 into d, right? This is the formula of sum of mnth term which we have to find out, right? So it means we need A, we need D, right? What is given? Mth term of an A. Am is given to you. Am. What is that? A plus m minus 1 into D, general term of an AP. Mth term is 1 by n. Nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. Nth term is 1 by m. You have already done how to solve linear equation in two variables by elimination or by substitution. You can do it. So I'm doing it by elimination. On changing the sign, it got cancelled. D common, m minus 1 minus n plus 1, 1 by n, 1 by m. 1 got cancelled. Now this is D. M minus n equals to LCM. M minus mn is LCM. M minus n is there. It got cancelled. You have the value of D. What is the value of D? It's 1 by mn. If once you got D, you know how do we get the value of another variable? What is the other variable here? A. So how will you get it? Just put the value of D here. So it will be A plus m minus 1 into D. What is D? 1 by mn. This becomes A plus m upon mn, 1 upon mn equals to 1 by n. It got cancelled. So we are left with, that is equals to what? This becomes a plus 1 by n minus 1 by mn equals to 1 by n. It got cancelled. So you got the value of a. What is that? 1 by mn. Now you have a, 1 by mn, you have d, that is 1 by mn. What do you have to find out? Smn. Now Smn. Let's put the values there. Mn by 2, 2 into a. What is a? 1 by mn plus mn minus 1 into d. What is d? Again d is 1 by mn. So this becomes mn by 2, 2 upon mn, mn upon mn minus 1 upon mn. It got cancelled. So this is mn by 2, 2 by mn, 1 by mn. This becomes 1 by mn plus, if you are cancelling it, you are left with 1. So this becomes mn. This becomes this is mn by 2, 1 plus mn by 2, 1 plus mn. On taking the LCM, this is 1 plus mn by mn. This mn got cancelled. You left with 1 half of, this is 1 by 2 here, half 1 plus mn. The same thing you have to do here. This is another important question. Sum of m terms of an AP is same as the sum of its n terms. Show that sum of its m plus n terms is 0. What it means? You have to prove that Sm plus n equals to 0. Okay. So now what is given? Sm equals to Sn. This is given to you. Now Sm means m by 2 on putting the formula, m minus 1 d equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is given, right? This is given to you. This is given. Now these two got cancelled. So on simplification, you got 2am. We are multiplying this by this one. 2am plus m square d minus md, 2an plus n square d minus nd. Right? What I did? Multiply this and my whole bracket. Now this is 2am, this is 2an. Also on transposition, this becomes 2an minus 2an. Let's transpose it here to here, plus m square d minus n square d minus md plus nd. Right? So what I can take common 2a m minus n. This is common here, d. This becomes m square minus n square, minus d is common, so this becomes m minus n, and this is equals to 0 here. So we can take m minus n common. This is m minus n, and if you break it, it will be m plus n and m minus n. So m minus n, m minus n, m minus n. Take it out. So we are left with 2a plus d. This is m plus n, d common, minus 1 equals to 0. Right? Now this is m minus n, and this m minus n cannot be equals to 0, though this is ruled out. We are left with this thing, 2a plus d. So therefore 2a plus d, m plus n minus 1 equals to 0. What do you have to find out? Sm plus n. Now Sm plus n. The formula will be m plus n by 2, 2a, m plus n minus 1d. This is the formula of Sm plus n. Now, this is the formula of Sm plus n which we have to find out. And 2a plus d m plus n. What is this? The whole term is what? 0. So, it means m plus n by 2 into 0, it will be 0. So, Sm plus n is 0, which we have to prove. Sum of its m plus n term is 0. The sum of n, 2n, 3n terms of an APR S1, S2, S3 respectively. Prove that S3 equals to 3, S2 minus S1. You have to prove. What is S1? S1 is sum of n terms. So S1 we can write sum of n terms, that is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. S2, what is S2? S2 is sum of 2n terms, so we can write S2 is 2n, S2n, that is 2n by 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d, S2n. S3 is sum of 3n terms. Now you can write it, yes, S3n, what is that? 3n by 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1d. What next? This you have to prove S3 equals to this thing. So we will take RHS. It's 3 into S2. This is S2. 2n by 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d, 3 clear bracket, minus S1. This is your S1, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, right? Now n by 2, because see, you have to prove S3, and in S3 you need 3n by 2, right? Already 3 is there, you can take n by 2 common. N by 2 you have taken common, so you have to see to the left hand side, which ultimately you have to prove. So we need 3n by 2, so already we got 3n by 2, 3n by 2, we are left with 2, 2a plus 2n minus 1d. This we have taken, we are left with 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now 3n by 2. Now you can open the brackets. 4a plus 4nd minus 2d minus 2a minus nd plus d, right? This is 3n by 2, 4a minus 2a, 2a, 4nd minus nd, 4nd minus d, so 4nd minus nd, this is 3nd minus d plus d, now 3n by 2, 2a plus, out of these what is common? D, 3n minus 1. See, same thing is here, 3n by 2, 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d. What is this? This is your S3, right? So your RHS equals to LHS. divide 32 into 4 parts which are in AP such that the product of extreme is to product of means is 7:50. Right? What are extreme and what are means? We will discuss in this question also. This is a very important question. Okay. Now we have to consider 4 terms and we have to divide 32 into 4 parts. So let 4 parts are a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. See what is their common difference? A minus d minus of this, it will be 2d. Same way their difference is 2d, so these terms are in AP. So if you have to consider 4 terms in AP and their sum is given, so in that case these will be the 4 terms, right? Now what is given to you? Sum is a minus 3d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 3d. What is that? This is 32. On simplification you will get 4a equals to 32 and then a is 8. You got a, right? Now what about the extreme and mean terms? The last, if the 4 terms are there, the last, first and the fourth term are called extreme terms and these 2 terms they are called means. Second and third, these are the mean terms and these are your extreme terms, right? Now product of extreme, these 2 are extreme terms, their product a minus 3d, a plus 3d upon is 2. Product of means a minus d, a plus d. What is that? What is given? This is 7:50. Now on simplification, a square minus d square upon a square minus 9d square upon a square minus d square equals to 7:15. You will cross multiply it, you will simplify it. On simplification it gives you 128, d square equals to 512. So d square is 4. So in that case your d will be plus minus 2. So on putting the values of d here, you can put plus minus both here. So the answer will be 2, 6, 10 and 14. You can check it out also. 2, 6, 10, 2, 6, 10 and 14. These are the 4 terms. You can even check also. 14 into 2, 28, 10 into 6, 60. So 28 upon 60 is, the ratio is 7:15. Means your answer is right.